guys, this is going to be my month in review for January of 2026. I had 4 diamond painting completions, so we'll go over those first, and then I did manage to get a couple other things completed this month. The first diamond painting I finished, and this is just going to be a quick recap because I did do post reviews on all of these. But the first one was a Craftably kit, and it is called Crescent Moon by Warmtail. Had 58 colors. And let's see, 6 ABs, no other special drills in this one. I like it, but it wasn't my favorite. I really didn't enjoy working on it. It's the first Craftably square I had worked on, so there was a lot of gapping that I wasn't expecting. I think I've only done one other Craftably kit, and I believe that one was round, and I absolutely loved working on that one. But otherwise, this one, I mean, it looks good. I'll bring up and show some of the gapping that I was having. If I can get it up here without knocking you on the floor. I can't even find the gapping here. I'm trying to remember which colors were the worst. Like here you can see some lines all over. And these pinks you can see. I think most of it's kind of in the middle, which is going to be kind of hard for me to, because I can see it all over in these yellows here. Let's see if I can zoom it in, just sitting down. There you go. You can see all these lines. I've definitely worked on worse, but I've worked on way better too. In the castles, I would have liked to see, I almost think that would have looked better if it was all black. On camera, it looks actually pretty decent. There really wasn't much for confetti in this kit, which I prefer confetti over color blocking, and even in the castle area, it looks like it might be pretty confetti heavy. It's not. It's color blocking and line blocking mostly. The drills were very trashy. They were stuck together. I don't know. I didn't care for the process. I like the completion, but it's definitely not one of my favorites. It's probably my least favorite. Well, second to least favorite of the month. And then moving on to number 2. It's definitely one of my favorites for the month. So this was overall 108, completion number 2 for 2026. It is called Transparent by Yumi Art from Diamond Art Club. She is a 51 by 76 centimeter round with 50 colors and 3 ABs. This one I purchased off a D-Stash. And there was some trash drills, concave bottoms, but there's plenty left to complete them. The glue was okay, could have been stickier, but not a deal breaker. And she is absolutely beautiful. I absolutely love her. I really want to get, what's the other one called? There's another one similar with, Muted Sound, I think it's called. I'd really like to get that one. I know it's out of stock right now, but I'm hoping I can get it before it discontinues. But yeah, I don't really have much else to say about this one. I absolutely loved working on it, even though it was pretty much all color blocking and line blocking on this one as well. But it really didn't bother me. Moving on to number 3. This one's probably my least favorite for the month. It's sort of merry, sort of grinchy. This one was gifted to me by my husband for Christmas. It's just a Amazon kit. 30 by 40 round, 23 colors. The drills were really trashy in this one. And if you didn't see my post review for both of these two, the canvas was sticky. Like, I can touch the canvas and pick the whole canvas up. And yet the drills wouldn't stick to the canvas, which is a first for me, personally. I'm assuming there was something on the drills that was causing it, because I would look at the bottoms of the drills and they weren't concave on the bottom. So that wasn't the issue. So I don't know if there was an oil or some dust, or I have no idea what was going on, but they just did not want to stick to the canvas. They actually feel like they're sticking good now. But like this background color, I could just like try and move one little drill a tiny bit, and they'd all just kind of move and come up. And I don't know, it was weird. But this one was just a quick, easy finish. I know I started this one after I finished Transparent, which I finished on the 15th. And I think it took me 3 or 4 days. I had it done the Friday after the 15th. I can't look at my calendar right now because I'm on my phone, but I did run out of one color on this one, and I wasn't a huge fan of a lot of the color choices, like the background and the hat. I would have liked to see that as white, and it even looks like it should be white on here, but it's more, I don't know, a light skin tone color almost. Some of the ornaments, I didn't care for the browns and stuff in those. They don't look as bad on the phone as they do in person, but yeah, that was finished number 3. Probably my least favorite, just because of mainly because of the issues with the drills not wanting to stick. And I couldn't understand why when the canvas was as sticky as it was. But number 4. This one is Roselle by Michelle Zaya from Munimade. Overall completion 110. Number 4 for 2026. This was a 50 by 67 centimeter square with 48 colors, 2 ABs, and 4 shimmer drills. And I don't have a lot to say about this one. I love the canvas itself. The glue was great. The symbols were easy to read. I had plenty of drills. There was trash in these drills, but it was tiny little tabs, like the tiniest of tabs, but it didn't matter. They had to come. I couldn't use them because this drill field was so tight that you could not have any imperfections on the drills that you placed. The only like rendering issue that I didn't care for was the arm, but it doesn't look as bad on camera as it does in person. It's very stark changes from this color to this color to this color to that color, but otherwise I loved everything about this one. I picked out that Grinch one because I thought I'd get sick of the color palette, and I didn't really mind the color palette. There wasn't really much for confetti. Again, another color blocking kit, which is okay because I know the kit I'm going to be working on next is going to be confetti, because that's a Pam diamond painting that I have started. But that is it for diamond painting for this month. Now to move on to the rest of the stuff that I completed for the month. I did complete one game this month, and if I remember, I will stick a photo in showing that I got 100% completion on the game. It was, I gotta go back in my book here. Lego, wait, that's not right. I gotta change that. It'd be Lego Monster Hunter. I got 100% on. For some reason, I put Lego Harry Potter on there. So I did get 100%. It wasn't too hard. I was about halfway through the game, or halfway through getting 100%, I should say, when I picked it back up and started playing. That's a game I got from, I don't know, my husband or my daughter a couple years ago for Christmas. So if I get a gift from somebody, doesn't matter what it is, whether it's a game, yarn, a diamond painting, I'm gonna do it. Gotta make this quick because I'm running out of battery. Let's see, I read 2 books. The first one I finished was Crown of Midnight, which is the Throne of Glass series number 2. And then the second book I read was See Me by Nicholas Sparks, which was an excellent book. I've read almost every book of his. I think I have 2 more I gotta read, and then I have to wait for more to come out. The other thing that I did, in the Throne of Glass, I can't show you that book because I read it on my Kindle. I have that series, the whole series, just one big book on my Kindle. I did get 2 stuffies made this year, or this month. I wanted to try this fuzzy yarn, so I just made a cat because I didn't know what else to do with it. When I picked the yarn up, and it feels like Bliss yarn, they only had 2 colors left at the Michael's I went to, so I just grabbed the 2 colors. Well, the colors are gray and like a peachy pink, and so I couldn't think of anything that I could do with both colors on one, so I mean, whatever, I'm just gonna make a little loaf cat. It's different. It's not my favorite. Once I use up the yarn, I don't think I'll purchase more. And if I do, maybe I'll make like a hat or something with it. But it's very stretchy, and I don't think it's the best for stuffed animals, just because with how stretchy it is, you don't want your holes to end up too big, because then your stuffing's gonna come out. So yeah, I made that. And then I had picked up a book from Barnes and Nobles. And also Amigurumi by Jenna. She has a YouTube channel called Crochet by Jenna. So I've been slowly working through making some of the different patterns. So I did make this month. I hurry up and finished it today. I just haven't been in the mood for crocheting lately, but I did get that one done, so I got 2 completed this month. It's okay. You know how they say trust the process. I didn't trust the process on this one. I felt like the ears were going to be too small. I felt like the legs were going to be too small. So I added an extra row on the ears, which I should not have because should not be this big. But when you start, the first thing you make are the 4 legs, the tail, and the ears. And then you add them on later as you're doing the body. And when I went to add the ears, I was like, oh God, I should not have added that extra row. But you live, you learn. I know for next time, trust the process. Don't try and change anything. So yeah, that's everything I completed this month. It was a pretty good month. I got quite a bit done. I'm happy with 4 diamond paintings getting done. I think I've got, I want to say I have 4 more whips I have to get done here. So let's see, I have my custom Snicker Beak by Pan Diamond Paintings is the one I'm going to be bringing down. And then I'm going to start working on filling out my cross stitch conversion on this other tablet, since I don't have the original tablet I was using to work on the canvas. So I got to be pretty precise with that, or we could end up with things being off. So In the evenings, I'll be working on that, trying to get that to where I'm at so I can start working on that one. And then Snickerbeak, which is around. So once those two are done, I will have 2 more after that. And one of them's about a quarter of the way done. The other one's not very far. And I'm saving that one for last. That's Steampunk Prowess. And hopefully we have the rest of our belongings by the time I get towards the end of those. Otherwise, I just have a couple Amazon kits left to do. And I don't know what I'll do if I don't have my diamond paintings. But anyways, I will let you guys go. And I hope you have a good day and enjoyed my month in review. Bye, guys. Hey, guys, just wanted to throw this in here. I had a few more finishes in January that I finished at the end of the month. I didn't think I would get any more done, but I did. I completed... Actually, the books I all completed so far in February. I completed One for the Money by Janet Ivanovich. I finished listening to Baby Doll, which was an audiobook. Don't have the author wrote down. I can't remember who it was. And then Beautiful Ugly by Alice Feeney. And then I wanted to work on catching up on my cross-stitch conversion for Belle so I could get ready to work on that after I finished Snickerbeak, because the way it worked out, round, this would have been my square, then round, and then ending with Steampunk Prowess, which is a square, which is what I wanted. But I had the drills for this one, but I do not have the canvas, so I don't know what I did with it, but it's stuck with the rest of our belongings, which I don't know if we're even gonna end up getting, because I'm not getting my money from my dad, we're not getting the money from the house, and they're charging us $900 a month to have our stuff stored with the moving company, which we can't afford. So I may be losing everything, which kind of sucks, but we'll get through it, we always do. Anyways, that's it for books. And then I finished, let's see, 2 of these little chicks. And then I did a gummy bear because my daughter wanted a chicken, but she didn't know if she wanted the chicken or the gummy bear. So I made one of each. She picked the chicken, made another chicken because I thought it was cute. And then I made a frog. And then February, I did another chick with a flower around its head. Don't know if I'll make many more of these. It's cute, but the flower part is kind of a pain in the butt, having to sew that on. And then I also made a jumbo gummy bear. I like the different sizes of the gummy bears because you don't put the eyes on them, so they're safer for babies. But yeah, I believe that is, I'm done with my books technically because I wanted to read at least 5 books, and I know how I get kind of off the reading path. And then I have completed 8 plushies, which I wanted, how many did I think 10 is what I wanted to do. I'd like to do more, but at least 10. I did not purchase anything in January because, well, I don't have a job and I don't have any money. So, let's see. Other goals, read at least 5 books. I'm done with that. Complete at least games. I've completed 1 and 20 plushies, and I'm at 9. I've completed 8. So we are doing good this year so far. Once I start working, it will change. So I'm trying to get as much done now as I can. But anyways, talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.